Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it's early morning right now and I'm at my friend Chris's house. Now he has an amazing reptile room and he got a new addition, so I can't wait to see this new addition. Like, it's amazing, something that nobody really has. So let's go ahead and wake Chris up. Freeze.
Welcome to my room. This is the March reptile room tour.
Bro, you gotta show us the new addition, bro. Where is he?
I don't have any new additions.
Where is he? Up here?
No, that's not it. Don't look there.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
That's not it.
You guys didn't see anything.
I had that for a while. I don't have any new additions.
You
but
know?
I'm genuinely curious. Could you like see that laser?
Yes, you can. You're like blinding us.
So this is my new gizmo. Yeah. So this is reptile room tour. What do we start with? We'll start this way and then we'll circle into it. So they have to wait to see the new addition. Wait, I mean there's no new addition. Okay, so we'll start with my snoikies. Let's just jump in here. Okay. So again, guys, I'm sick. I don't know
You're
what
always
it is,
sick,
but
dude.
the first of every month, I'm sick. So sorry if I'm all nasally. I'm like, yeah. Here's my pastel ball python. He's very ball python-y. He does ball python-y things on the weekends. Yeah. He's a pooper, so I take him out to hold him, but he is a pooper. He likes to poop. He is just in a simple tub. Yeah, it's kind of small. I got a new bigger tub on the way. Don't worry about it. You'll see a video about that. I got him hooked up to this thermostat here. It always stays around. Let's see. Well, I just changed this paper towel, so it might be kind of fresh. Right there is 83, but it's still warming up. 85, but it's on its way to warming up. Normally it gets to around 90, 93. Yeah, just simple water dish. Oh, sweet, I spilled all the water. It's soaking wet. And yeah, just pretty simple setup. Here, I'll pull him out. I hope he doesn't poop, because it sucks when they poop, you know? He's very yellowy. He's very snaky. And he's my best friend.
Some nice facts there by Chris. He'll be getting a bigger hide and a bigger, you know, setup here for the tub.
I got the tubs already right here. As you can see, they're a lot bigger. Like, way bigger. Yeah. I just gotta get the heat pads and the new thermostat, and then they'll be going in there. I mean, that tub isn't like terribly small. I'm actually gonna be making a video addressing like tubs and tanks and like what's better for snakes. And obviously, guys, in case you didn't know, tubs are way better because you got to think about it. A snake is only going to be out when it's looking for food. They're not going to come out when they're not looking for food. So where are they going to be the rest of the days when they're not looking for food? Hiding under rocks, like under boulders and bushes and stuff. So most of their time they spend is just hiding. So they actually are really comfortable hiding down here. Not to mention the fact I still do take them out quite a bit. Whenever I clean their tubs, I'll take them in the backyard, let them wander around. Next, guys, is Rocky the ball python. He's in the same style setup. He's got a heating pad. I'm just curious. Let's see where he's at. 91. So that's where the hot spots stay at for these guys. Let's take him out. Get some views of him. I've had this guy even longer than the pastel. He's doing really good. He's doing snaky things on the weekends. I think I spilled his water dish a little bit too. That's awesome. He's also going to be going in a big tub. I have another one right there. Okay, guys, next reptile in the reptile room tour is going to be my dubia roach colony. No.
They don't care about that.
My collared lizards. These are my Oklahoma aqua flames. Here's the male right here. So this guy unfortunately hasn't been thriving for me ever since, I don't know if you guys know, he got this gnarly mouth infection. He's lost weight and he's been struggling to eat, but he still eats on his own, but I have to assist feed him sometimes. And to be honest, he just hasn't been thriving. So, and you can see he's doing this weird mouth thing now. And the female is just fine, but I don't know, I might have to take this guy back to the vet. But I'm doing my best I can with him. I took him to the vet maybe about a month ago when he first got that mouth infection, and I got the mouth infection gone, but ever since then he's just been having trouble putting on weight. So I don't entirely know what his deal is, but I'm doing my best to work with him. And the funny thing is, the female is doing 100% just fine. Let me show you her. Here she is, and his offspring, which you'll see in a second, is doing good too. I just don't know why. he hasn't been thriving for me to the
How
best
old is he, by the
ability.
way?
He's got to be like 6 or 7.
Okay. So
right around there. So he's getting a little bit older. That's what I am considering. I mean, not every lizard is gonna live to their full, you know, like 10-year potential. So I do understand that, but like, to be honest, guys, it's actually a real bummer because I've had this guy since I was like a sophomore in high school or a freshman, and I've kind of grown up with him. So if he's, see, that's like sketching me out. So I just gotta keep a real close eye on him and hope for the best with him. But I'm pretty bummed out about it. It's kind of lame. But yeah, I'm just working with him, doing my best. The female's still doing great. She's doing awesome. She's fat and healthy. So,
and if you guys didn't know, parents of my collared lizard.
Yeah, these are the parents of his collared lizard as well. But yeah, so that's their situation. I'll keep you guys updated on him. Doing my best with him. I might have to take him back to the vet soon. Cause yeah, like what's weird is like he was eating crickets for me yesterday. He eats, but he doesn't put on weight. So it makes me think like he might have like some kind of parasite or something, which is bad.
Yeah,
really bad. And like the only way you treat that is with Panicure, and it's really hard on the lizard's body. So like he already doesn't have a lot of body weight as it is, so it might be really taxing on him. So I don't know. I'll see what's gonna happen with him. But that's their situation, you guys. I have just a simple setup for them. I would have them on sand, but I have paper towel because there's a giant crack on the bottom of the tank. So sand would like, the weight of the sand would break the cage. So just Reptile 10.0, I think it's like a 150 watt basking bulb. It gets about like 105 on the hot spot. And I feed them mostly like dubious crickets, you know, all the typical normal stuff. Next, my living vivarium, poison dart frogs. Let's drop some fruit flies. Which one is the best one? This one, I think. So the frogs will come out.
Tell them what kind of frogs you got here.
I have froggy frogs. So they're the frogs that have those little legs that help them jump.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
So in here I have some Dendrobates leucomela fine spots. God, that's a mouthful to say, dude. So they're just leucomela dart frogs. They should be coming out within a minute or so. Close this so they feel a little more secure.
Yeah.
And then also, so there's 3 of them. I don't know the genders on them. And then I also have the red-eye tree frog in here. And then I have the house gecko. And there's also a shrimp in here, and then there's a little guppy as well. The guppy is eating the fruit fly now.
There's
there's one of the frogs. They're gonna start to come out now that the flies are in there. You can see the frog too on the leaf over there, the red-eyed tree frog. But everyone in here is doing awesome. No problems intermixing the species at all. Everyone's eating fine. No one's attacked each other. And really, so a lot of you guys are wondering how that works. It's just because the dart frogs are diurnal, so they're out during the day, and the tree frog is nocturnal, so he's out during the nighttime. So they don't see a lot of each other. The shrimp. I don't know if you guys really care about that. It's like ghost shrimp. It's important if you're gonna have a water feature without filtration to first of all have like plants that are gonna be in the water to be removing all the nitrates and nasty stuff. So I have all these plants that have grown into the water, and then you're gonna want some kind of little like micro like organisms. Well, I don't know if a shrimp is a microorganism, but like shrimps and like little fish to help kind of balance things out in the water. So that's pretty much everyone in there. Everything's doing really good. Next animal on the tour, guys. My crested geckos. There is, I can't really tell. Oh, that's gonna be Spot. He's poking his head out right there. That's my male. Boop. And then right here, I'm not gonna pull Spot out because like he's all happy in there. Here's my female, Amber. Come here, Amber. Come here. Come here. Come here. She's like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. But yeah, I've had these crested geckos a very long time, since I was like in middle school. So, I don't know, do the math. That's like probably close to 10 years. They mostly eat Pangea fruit mix and a little bit of crickets. She doesn't have a tail. One day I went in there and she didn't have a tail. Oh well, that happens with crested geckos. She's completely fine without it, and I think she's cuter without her tail. She looks like a little weird doggo gecko. And yeah, they're doing really good. They do gecko-y things on the weekends.
Gecko things on the weekends.
Yep, gecko-y things on the weekends. And
awesome.
I'm gonna be revamping their cage soon too. I'm gonna be doing a real background for them. I'm gonna put a ficus tree in there and add way more, well, not add more pothos, but allow the pothos to grow out like this. And yeah, it's gonna be way better in the coming months. But they're doing awesome.
Also, parents for
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, those are the parents for Spider-Man. Man, I just breed all your animals.
You do, bro.
Up here is the offspring to these collared lizards down there. It is a male. Let's see, I built him this little cave right here. Well, built him more like I just put a rock on its side. And like,
nice build.
yeah, he loves it. He's always sleeping in there. Let's see. Man, he has no color because he's not fired up. I'm gonna put him here so he warms up, and in a few minutes he'll have way more color. But that's him. He's cool. He's a collared lizard. He's an aqua flame. He does collared lizardy things on the weekends. He's mostly eating dubia roaches, a lot of super worms, crickets, and that's pretty much it. I have him in this tank. I want to say it's I think it's 2 foot by 18 inches by 18 inches Exoterra cage. He's got a Reptile 10.0 bulb. He's got a 75 watt basking bulb over there. And then the last animal on the room tour is the best for last. It's my Mexican giant horned lizard, Pheronosoma asio. There she is, and she's awesome. She's so cool. She's so spiky. Look at the size of that poop next to her. It's huge.
It's the size of my finger.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. She didn't poop for like a week after I got her, and I was really scared, like what's wrong with her? And then she just let out a super giant poop, so that's good. But she's freaking cool. So these lizards, I would not recommend to most people. They're really difficult to take care of. They have to have harvester ants in their diet, which is not always a very cheap option to be buying. They're like 20 bucks for like 500, and they'll eat like 100 a day sometimes. But I also give her dubia roaches, super worms, crickets. They need really high basking temperatures. I think it's like probably like 115, 110. Let's see. Yeah, it's 105 right there. So they need it really hot. In certain seasons, I want to say like in the fall, you gotta mist them in the mornings, and you gotta make sure you spray water directly on their heads or they'll dehydrate really quickly and die. They need really high UV requirements, so I got a UVB 10.0 bulb for her. Her basking light is a 100 watt bulb. Substrate is play sand, and then you're just gonna have to provide like a really big rock for a basking site for them. I have the water bowl in there for her, but I mean, I really doubt she uses it. She's an amazing eater too. Let's see if we can get some like shots of her eating.
What's that white stuff on her nose?
Those are gonna be little like sodium deposits, so they get that when they're around sand. It's completely normal. A lot of lizards, like even the collar lizards, will get that too.
What if you put like water on her nose? Would I take it off?
Yeah, well, if you want, like I'll try feeding her right now, and then after that I'll water her. I'll show you how you're supposed to water horned lizards. So guys, don't confuse these. If you're in different parts of the US, I'm sure you've probably seen horned lizards for sale at reptile shows. Those are going to be Pheronosoma platyrhinos, commonly called the desert horned lizards. Those are not the same as Mexican giants. They're going to be even more hard to take care of, and they're super cheap. So a lot of people buy them and they die after a couple of months because they need like 90% ants. Mexican giants, I believe it's like 50% ants. So it's a lot easier. You can see I'm going to give her a dubia roach.
Oh, I barely missed it.
I'll give her another one. Yeah, like, I got her from a gentleman who lives in Las Vegas. I had her FedEx to me, 1-day shipping. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Scott Thompson for selling me such an amazing animal. Like, look at that. That is just so cool. Oh man, was it focused?
Barely.
Okay, let's do another one. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite lizards of all time, guys. Don't recommend a horned lizard if you don't have the time or money to dedicate into this species because they can die very easily and they're very expensive. So it's not a lizard you'd want to neglect at all. But in the future, guys, I'll be getting, she's a female. In the future, I'll be getting another male and another female, and I will be trying to reproduce them. So,
gotta get me one.
yeah, dude, for sure I'll give you one. Just make sure you feed it ants or it'll die.
I know.
Most people like, oh, okay, one thing I should probably mention about these guys. So with horned lizards, you're gonna wanna use this about once to twice a week. It's for Pasty Superfoods Formic Cal Plus. So it helps replicate what's found in harvester ants, that formic acid that they need, but it's not a 100% substitute. I just give it to her twice a week, and then I also feed her ants. It's kind of a controversial supplement. I'll be making a video about this. On the market. It's controversial because a lot of horned lizard keepers say like, oh, it doesn't work that well. Some people say it works well, but I mean, it has a picture of an asio on the front. That's what she is. So I mean, the guy I bought her from says that he's been using it for years. So I'll see what happens with her, but so far she's doing great. But yeah, that's pretty much the full reptile room tour, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Alright guys, amazing reptile room tour, right? So this is where I got my inspiration from Chris a long time ago. Especially from the rack. Like, he told me where to get the rack from. He got me introduced to dart frogs, collared lizards, crested geckos. As you can tell, these are the 2 parents for Zeus, the 2 parents for Spider-Man, and then soon in the future I'll have the 2 parents for, you know, whatever it's going to be in the future. But for these guys, don't think these are like, oh yeah, these are amazing pets to get. You know, these are really hard to take care of, especially their diets and just all the requirements that they need. And then also they're really expensive too, so like you don't want to be going out buying, spending a lot of money, and then they just die. So
yeah, like I think the LA Zoo barely bred them a few years ago. So yeah, they're still pretty new.
And then you know, we're not the best reptile keepers, but we know our stuff. We do a lot of research with any reptile you get. You got to do as much research as possible from different sources, so you can have, you know, come to your own conclusion and just
definitely,
you know, care for it the best you can. These guys are doing amazing as well. I wouldn't suggest, you know, putting a bunch of amphibians together.
Neither would I.
He has been doing this successfully, and they're not like super big. Like, I wouldn't put like a what is those big frogs called? Like a, I don't know, like a dumpy tree frog. A dumpy tree frog with these, like they would definitely eat them.
I don't recommend for any of you guys to ever try mixing your animals, but if you do, just do your research into it. Like, there's only certain species you could try it with. Like my combination of animals in here works, but that doesn't mean it'll work for you. Like, there's all different types of variables you have to take into account for. And even then, like I had problems not that long ago when I had a newt living in the water. Yeah. The newt almost ate one of my dart frogs, so you do have to be careful, you know.
And as soon as that happened, he took the newt out and sold it. So
yeah.
You gotta be very careful what you're doing with these guys. These guys have been doing really good in there. As you can tell, you had this for like probably a year or so or longer, with the red-eyed tree frog in there. And the red-eyed tree frog doesn't really bug them too much, or doesn't really bug them at all, because he sleeps he sleeps there in the daytime and he's up all night while these guys are up during the daytime. So, and then but the one that gets most of the problem is the little fish in here. The fish bugs them all day.
Yeah, all day. Dude, that fish just yells constantly. And the shrimp too.
And then hopefully, you know, Zeus's dad gets better. You know, he's not really doing that good in there, but hopefully, you know, he can recover from that.
I hope so too, man.
He'll be
hoping for the best with that guy.
He's a legend because, you know, he gave birth to Zeus and to all the other collared lizards in here.
Yeah, like we have so many videos of like the babies and they were hatching and the eggs, and that was only just a couple years ago. Like,
that was sick.
Yeah, like he fathered those 5 babies that kind of like started it all. Yeah. So it really sucks, you know?
He'll be missed, but I'm not saying he'll be missed like he's already dying, but like, you know, who knows how long he's gonna last.
Yeah, he's an older lizard for sure, so I'm just doing everything that I can with him. At least the female is doing amazing.
Yeah, this is the female right here. She's doing great.
Yeah, so.
You know, in the future, probably get another male so we can continue, you know, the amazing collared lizards.
But by far the sickest pet I have in here is my dubia roach colony. Look at all these dubias. Dubias for days. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching my reptile room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, you know.
What is your channel, bro? Shout out your channel, come on.
I don't have a channel.
Yes, you do.
Chris Hermosillo, just look me up.
Me and Chris and our girlfriends are going to Costa Rica, guys. We're gonna go to Costa Rica. We're gonna go herping over there just when we can.
We're gonna see actual red-eyed tree frogs
amazing
in the wild.
Frogs and snakes and monkeys and iguanas, everything, dude.
Are you kind of scared though?
I kind of am, but I come out of this.
I step on like a fer de lance or like. It's like a super deadly viper.
You're like,
there's a lot of stuff out there that could like really hurt us, you know?
Yeah, we gotta be careful though. Also, like, we can't be swimming with like crocodiles and stuff.
There's crocodiles there, dude. It's gonna be sick. So look out for them Costa Rica videos.
Yo, it's gonna be around like when? March
8th through the 11th.
March 8th through the 11th, I'm making a few vlogs out there. I just can't wait for that. It's gonna be so fun, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. So today's post notification goes to Leopard Gecko 05. Thank you so much for turning on my post notifications. If you want a post notification shout out, be sure you guys go ahead and turn them on and then comment when done so I know who has done that. And a huge thanks to Chris for letting me film his reptile room tour. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, peace.